So Adidas is cooking right now, especially after navigating their way through the whole Yeezy breakup. It feels like Adidas is kind of at a place right now where they're recognizing their true brand identity. They've had smash hits with some of their originals models, such as the Gazelle, as well as Adidas Samba. Let's be real, like, you can't really go outside anytime without seeing a whole bunch of people rocking Adidas Sambas, which at one point I thought was just gonna be a little trend that comes and goes, but I would say based off the fact that the Samba is a classic, timeless model, it's probably not going anywhere anytime soon. But of course, Adidas, they don't want to fall into that same trap that Nike is, relying just on their past retro releases. So they got to continue to be innovative, putting out new sneakers, which last year we did see them debut the new Fear of God Basketball 1, a collaboration with Jerry Lorenzo. Fear of God, and you got to remember at that time they were just coming off of the whole Yeezy breakup. So as far as customers' expectations, I feel like a lot of us, me included, was looking for almost like Fear of God to be a Yeezy replacement for Adidas, which of course was unrealistic expectations, and we already knew they weren't going to be able to fill those shoes. And one of you guys even jokingly said fear of outlets, because we just saw the Fear of God basketball, or actually the entire collection, being heavily discounted, 50% off plus for this big huge Black Friday sale. I was even crying about the basketball one, a sneaker which I actually paid full retail $250, for them to just discount them all the way down to $80. And I would say, as far as jumping into the debut of a brand new model, is not really a good look with this huge massive sale. And we have Jerry Lorenzo and Fear of God getting ready to debut the Basketball 2 model. See, if you compare it, like, just look at how Adidas did with Yeezy models that people were paying for like double, triple the price. Once they discounted them, a lot of people just looked at them as like cheap or whatever. So it kind of exposes consumerism and just hype beast culture in general. But as far as Adidas discounting them Fear of God joints and then getting ready to drop a brand new Fear of God Basketball 2 model, I would say things aren't looking to be off to a very good start. But we do got some big updates as far as release information in regards to these Fear of God Basketball 2 models, which we got a high as well as a low top. It looks like the official release date, these are going to be dropping a lot sooner than I actually thought. We're actually going to see them dropping this Friday, December the 6th. And we finally got some pricing information, which has been a huge question, something I've been super curious about. I feel like the price of them first Fear of God joints were just too much. We now had Adidas heavily discount them joints, and now, with everything being said, we do have the official pricing information, which the good thing is it looks like the prices have came down. So as far as the Fear of God Basketball High model, those are going to be coming in at $220. And then for the Fear of God Basketball 2 Low, those will actually be retailing, debuting this Friday for $190. All right, so I'm dying to know what y'all think about the pricing. This is something that we've been waiting on. And honestly, although the price has came down from the Basketball 1 model, I still feel like them joints are just a little bit too high. I mean, we got 220, 190. I would have liked to see something more like 170, maybe 140 for the lows or something like that. Again, I'm just freestyling, but although we are supposed to kind of look at Fear of God, I know Jerry, is very passionate about his product. He holds it in very high regards. I would even say it is very quality product, but at the end of the day, I just would have liked them to see, them bring the prices down a little bit, especially for the people that got burned, paying full price. Again, I'm crying about the Basketball 1 model right here. But then again, you got to look at Jordans. People are still paying $250 plus for retro Jordans in 2024. So can we be that critical over Jerry and Fear of God's pricing? I would say though that the big sale for the first collection really kind of like tarnished this whole Fear of God model's reputation and everything like that. And I would say though, based off the design, for the record, I've always said that I enjoy this design. I think these joints are really nice. And believe it or not, personally, my preference, I actually like the high tops a little bit better. But I would have to say, when comparing this to the Basketball 1 model, I would say just based off design, I actually prefer the Basketball 1 model a little bit more than the Basketball 2. But the good things that this model has going for it is it looks like apparently they did deliver on their promise of actually dropping a performance-driven model. So that kind of gives this one the upper hand. Again, I kind of like the high a little bit more than the low. We got the Fear of God Basketball 2 making his debut coming up this Friday. And although I got a whole bunch of respect for Jerry, I feel like people have been mad disrespectful about his whole Fear of God collection and everything like that. As far as me picking these up come Friday, I'm gonna just have to say respectfully, I may have to just pass on these right here. Now, another Adidas news, speaking of Adidas basketball, the Anthony Edwards line has been a smash hit for the company. So much that I feel like Adidas made the very smart business strategic move of, rather than debuting the AE2 right away, they kind of put that one on pause, put it on the back burner, and they're continuing to release more colorways of the AE1, specifically the low top versions, which have already been a smash hit. So why not kill that momentum? Which I'm not even gonna lie, from like a consumer standpoint, as somebody that loves new futuristic, or I shouldn't even say futuristic, but just loving the newest, hottest sneaker releases, you know, I would love to see them drop the AE2, but I understand from a business side, you know, the AE1 is a hit. Why not ruin that momentum? Plus, people could be turned off by the AE2, who knows? But as far as the AE1, we just saw them debut the Iron Sharp colorway. We know they got them crazy Year of the Snake joints, which are going to be dropping coming up in January. But as far as the next upcoming release, they got these AE1 lows, Velocity Blues. I guess they're now being renamed as Slick, as we got a look here at the latest promo. And remember, when it comes to the Adidas team, they go crazy when it comes to these Anthony Edwards promos. So let's go ahead and check this latest one out.
Hey, look, I got something to show you though, Sat.
Oh, we got, okay, all right.
Let me holler at you, let me holler at you.
They got an AE color truck.
It ain't about the truck though, it's about what's
Y'all
inside
know
the
Slick
truck.
is his right-hand man, right?
Oh,
Hold on. That what I think it is?
it's the
Put
big
low
one.
key with this whole
I'm coming to join you,
campaign.
honey, with my own shoe.
He's kind of like becoming the mascot for
Slick
the AE1s,
AE1s, man. Baby blue, man. Ooh, these are hard. And I'm definitely going, you know what I'm saying? I'm gonna hoop in them a couple times. I got to. It's on the right that I put them things on.
Now, on top of the dope, authentic promo right here and everything like that, love for Slick. The really cool thing about this is that this wasn't just for promo, right? Because there was some clips going around where it looks like Slick was even giving out free pairs of these. So the van full of the new AE1s was not just a little promo shot and everything. Although it was a cool promo, it was really awesome to see them actually give these out to the people, get them on the feet of real people, which at the end of the day is the best word of mouth promo, in my opinion, more authentic promo. Plus, online, these are going super viral. So it seems like they just can't lose when it comes to these AE1s. And as far as these Velocity Blues, aka Slicks, I would have to say these joints are really nice. And as far as like little details, rather than featuring the Anthony Edwards initials on the tongue, they have been replaced with Slick's very own. So you gotta love that one right here. Now on top of these, which are gonna be dropping, I guess this will be the big holiday Anthony Edwards one release. They also have some images which have been discovered on the back end of Adidas server. So it looks like we got a lot more AE1s to look forward to as we wait for the debut of the AE2. So as far as these pairs right here, you guys will notice this like multicolored, almost like cotton candy, Yeezy looking type of joint right here. This one at one point was just a player exclusive release, and it looks like now will be a general release, as it looks like they're going from PE to general release, and we'll see those debuting in the spring. As far as the other colorways, I would say them Stormtroopers are really nice, but the other ones are just okay. I would say not really like a must cop or anything like that, but some solid additions to the lineup. So as I mentioned, it looks like we don't know when the AE2 is going to debut, but it looks like Adidas is going to continue to pump out these AE1 low colorways. So let me know if you guys are feeling any of these down below. My favorite thing about these is, although they are a really great sneaker for hooping and everything like that, the best part to me got to be the price point coming in at 110 bucks when compared to what we were just talking about with the whole Fear Guide and everything like that. So let me know if you guys have ever tried any AE1 colorways, and if you're rocking with any of these pairs, just comment down below. So I appreciate y'all. I'll check in with you guys next time. I'm out. Love.